Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor, it must be demanded by the oppressed. The moral arc of the universe bends at the elbow of justice. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. You can kill the dreamer, but you can't kill the dream. A lie cannot live. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. We are not makers of history. We are made by history. The hottest place in hell is reserved for those who remain neutral in times of great moral conflict. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Man must evolve for all human conflict a method which rejects revenge, aggression, and retaliation. The foundation of such a method is love. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. The time is always right to do right. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Shallow understanding from people of goodwill is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding from people of ill will. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. The time is always right to do what is right. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be a sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. There is nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life, devoid of breadth. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. I have the audacity to believe that people everywhere can have 3 meals a day for their bodies, education, and culture for their minds, and dignity, equality, and freedom for their spirits. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. There comes a time when people get tired of being pushed out of the glittering sunlight of life's July and left standing amid the piercing chill of an alpine November. The quality, not the longevity, of one's life is what is important. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. For when people get caught up with that which is right and they are willing to sacrifice for it, there is no stopping point short of victory. Nonviolent means avoiding not only external physical violence but also internal violence of spirit. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? I want to be the white man's brother, not his brother-in-law. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. The ultimate measure of a person is not where they stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where they stand at times of challenge and controversy. A right delayed is a right denied. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. I am not interested in power for power's sake, but I'm interested in power that is moral, that is right, and that is good. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but he must take it because conscience tells him it is right. No one really knows why they are alive until they know what they die for. Nonviolence is an absolute commitment to the way of love. Love is not emotional bash, it is not empty sentimentalism. It is the active outpouring of one's whole being into the being of another. Rarely do we find men who willingly engage in hard, solid thinking. There is an almost universal quest for easy answers and half-baked solutions. Nothing pains some people more than having to think. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. This is why right, temporarily defeated, is stronger than evil triumphant. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle.
Use your imagination and subscribe to our Quotes for Inspire.